Hey everyone, we're back with another video this week, and we're going to be talking about Sagittarius. Again, obviously we're going to use this book. Why wouldn't we? Sagittarius is the Archer. They're from November 22nd to December 21st. They are a fire element. They're mutable quality, and they are ruled by Jupiter. These people seek the truth. They express it as they see it, and they don't care if anyone else agrees with them. They see the large picture of any issue and can't be bothered with the mundane details. They are always outspoken and can't understand why other people aren't as candid. After all, what is there to hide? A lot of Sagittarians are open books. They are very open people because they don't feel like they need to hide anything from anyone. Even if you don't know them that well, they'll be open about what's going on in their lives, no matter what. But it does take a while to get to know a Sagittarian deep down, like who they are as a person. Just because their exterior, their personality is so big and bold that it takes a while to kind of chip away at them and get to know who they are on the inside. For this sign, logic reigns supreme. Sagittarius's polar opposite is Gemini, and their mentalities differ. They're similar, but they're different. So a Gemini is concerned with the here and now. They need to know how things work, why relationships are the way they are. But a Sagittarius is bigger. It focuses on the future. So Sagittarians focus on the future and on the larger family of humanity. Quite often this larger family includes animals and the belief that all deserve the right to live free. So Sagittarians, they are very independent people, and they just need their freedom. If there's a person in their life that is holding them back in some way, it is not good. Sagittarians don't like to be held back. They need to be able to do whatever they want to do when they want to do it. So that's why you'll see a lot of Sagittarius love to travel to foreign places, to different countries, wherever. They love to travel because it helps expand their mind, how they think of the world. They're very worldly cultured people. Despite Sagittarians' propensity for logic, they often possess an uncanny ability to glimpse the future. Even when they have this ability, however, they often think they need external tools to trigger it, like maybe tarot cards or like an astrology chart. But also a lot of Sagittarians don't actually believe in astrology, just because they're realists and they're idealistic, and they need an answer as to why things are the way they are. Again, they love their freedom. They hate being restricted about anything. Their versatility and natural optimism win them many friends, but only a few people ever know the heart of the Sagittarian. So again, these Sagittarians are very charming people. They know how to talk. They are very good talkers. They know how to win someone over, and they're super optimistic. They're super excited about you and your life, but they're also super excited about themselves and their life, which is why sometimes I think they can come off as a little bit self-centered, because they talk about what's going on with them all the time. They talk about everything and anything to anyone. So that's why I think sometimes Sagittarius is, personally for me, I'm a little bit okay, I've heard enough of your perfect life that you might describe how it is, but let's move on. Let's talk about something else other than yourself. Sagittarians might realize this about themselves, but they also might not, because they talk about themselves, they talk about their lives, but to them, you could easily be doing the same thing and they would be equally as happy and equally as optimistic for your life and for your endeavors in life as much as they are about themselves. So Sagittarius women are very vivacious people, outspoken. They will state their opinion about anything and everything, and they do not care if you agree or you disagree. They're going to say it, and it's going to be out there, and they don't give a crap if you don't like it or not. Humorous. She's very flirtatious. But the moment you mention having dinner or catching a movie, she's gone. It's not that she's coy, it's simply that you're just a face in the crowd. So Sagittarius are hard to keep tied down. It just goes back to they want their freedom to be able to do whatever they want, whenever they want. They don't want any restrictions. So a Sagittarius woman is going to be a hard woman to tie down. Sagittarius man is the same way. He's charming, he's flirtatious, he's witty, the kind of man everyone loves to have at a party. You know, he's popular. Sagittarius, if you're in like high school with them, probably very popular people just because they're a fire sign. They're kind of like Leo. They like having attention on them. They like being, you know, the person that walks into the room and everyone's like, oh my god, hey, like, oh my god, I love you so much. Sagittariuses love that. Just because they love kind of spreading the joy, kind of like Libra in a way. Libra's just a bit more chill about it, but Sagittarius always want to have a good time. Big partiers, big drinkers. Just, it kind of matches like who they are as a person. They just are big, bold personalities, and they need big, bold, awesome things to be going on around them to feel fulfilled about themselves. A Sagittarius man is candid and opinionated. He has firm ideas on how things should be done, how work should be done. Some famous Sagittarians, we have Pope Francis, Samuel L. Jackson, Vanessa Hudgens, Ralph Fiennes, who plays Voldemort in Harry Potter, if you guys are Harry Potter fans, Nicki Minaj. Sagittariuses in the workplace are demanding. They want to be the best just because they want to. Like, that's just not an option for them. They can't be that person in the corner that doesn't work hard. They're very, very hard workers, and they want to be the best because they want to build and grow and grow and grow. So constraint isn't in their vocabulary. They work best in jobs and fields where they have complete freedom to call the shots. Probably a lot of CEOs, they own their own businesses, so they can kind of manage and delegate how they like. Yeah, small business owners, entrepreneurs, actors, writing, traveling. The point isn't the work so much as the freedom of the work. They want to be able to express their opinions and the way they feel about certain topics. So Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, so we are going to talk a bit about Jupiter today. Jupiter kind of describes how you expand your understanding of your own life, but also how the world works, the way you think the world works, and finding this expansion in your own mind of how you understand your life, pretty much, and how other people might see their lives. It also expresses your intellectual, moral, religious, or spiritual beliefs. Jupiter is the farther of the outer planets, which relates to the larger social world. Jupiter in Sagittarius. Your deep need to understand spiritual and philosophical issues broadens your life. Travel, foreign travel in particular, and education benefit your search. This is a lucky placement for Jupiter and usually denotes success in the area described by the house in which it falls. So we're going to talk about, again, the rising sign, how you come off to someone else. So if your rising sign is in Sagittarius, these individuals are somewhat restless and often active people. They always seem to be looking for something that is just out of grasp, and many do this their entire lives. They can be quite direct at times. Again, very outspoken people, opinionated, yet they are likable enough to forgive their faux pas. Most have a lot to say and offer. Their insights and opinions are usually interesting and exciting, although sometimes lacking in details. So again, a Sagittarius rising person is going to be very opinionated. They might come off as, to some signs, they might come off as kind of obnoxious, kind of like, I don't care, dude. Like, keep your opinions to yourself. Like, we don't care. You know, that one person that always is like saying things or like sharing things about themselves or about what's going on, and they might have an opinion that you disagree with, but they just don't care. A Sagittarius rising is not going to care if you don't like what they're saying or not. They're going to keep going because they feel this need to express themselves in that way. Again, the moon is how you express your emotions and the inner you and what makes you feel secure about yourself and your life. A Sagittarius moon. You need emotional freedom and independence. You need your own space so you can explore everything that fascinates you. None of this means that you love your significant other any less. You simply need your freedom. A person with a Sagittarius moon needs to be respected. He may have a problem with authority, especially at work. It's very difficult for him to bow down to a boss or even a coworker if he doesn't feel the other person is justified in his higher standing. So again, Sagittarius is like a natural born leader, kind of like Aries is, and they might have trouble with authority, whether it's a Sagittarius moon or sun sign. If they don't like their boss, if they don't agree with how they run things, they will state that opinion. I'm sure their boss knows about it, and they don't care. Sagittarius don't care if people don't like them. It's kind of just like, okay, whatever, I don't like you either. Kind of in a standoffish way, an intimidating way, but like they in their heads, they're doing the best for the world, kind of, and for their own future and for maybe some other people's futures that they care about. So Mercury is how you communicate your ideas, again. So Sagittarius, anything with Sagittarius is going to be loud, opinionated, and also just like optimistic and enthusiastic. So Mercury in Sagittarius, you're idealistic and intellectually versatile. Your personal opinions sometimes are inflated and become principles rather than just opinions. So again, idealistic, realist types of people. Venus in Sagittarius, again, Venus is love, your artistic nature, how you are romantically and financially. So Venus in Sagittarius, you have a generous nature and ardent emotions in love. If your relationships threaten your personal freedom, however, your emotions cool rapidly. You love the arts, traveling, animals. This says you have a particular fondness for horses. But pretty much, yeah, you need that independence. If your partner is too overbearing for you, if a friendship is too overbearing, if a parent is too overbearing, you're gonna kind of back off, cool away from them, because you need that independence in yourself to be able to do whatever you want to do. That's pretty much what I got for Sag today, guys. Let me know in the comments below what you think. I see a lot of similarities between Leo and Sagittarius, but Sagittarius is more educated in a way of their beliefs and discovering, you know, this inner life that they want to lead and how they want the world to be and how they think the world should work. This very worldly thing about a Sagittarius, and they want to be the best at everything, and just are cool people. I have friends that are Sagittariuses, obviously, and they're the best. They just want to have a good time. They're always down to do something, and very, very, very friendly people. Sometimes too friendly, but you know, they make you feel special. They make you feel important, which is good. But they might have problems when it comes to feeling restricted. They need their independence. They don't like people telling them what to do. And when it comes to relationships, they need that sense of self-independence. They can still do whatever they want. They aren't tied down too much. And next week, we are going to be talking about Capricorns. Capricorns are, again, cool people. And I'm also going to release something new coming out very shortly. Hopefully you guys like that. Probably sometime this week, maybe. And yeah, we'll just get into something a little new, so we don't just have astrology only. We have some other things that you guys might want to check out if you aren't really into astrology. So yeah, talk to you soon, guys.